welcome to Light Waves by todderbert. If you enjoy reviews of flashlights, rechargeable lanterns, and other portable light sources, then make sure to subscribe and tap the bell icon so you don't miss any of my most excellent videos. In front of us, we have the ThruNite H01. This is a 16-340 powered mini multi-use flashlight. I got this off Amazon for a total of $19.99, and they had a couple different colors. Mine was black. I didn't see green, but there was orange. They were both in cool white. Didn't see a neutral white option, but nonetheless, a pretty cool little flashlight. Let's go and open it up, show you what it's about. I was looking for a new headlamp style light, and this one fit the bill. So let's pull the stuff out of the box. The flashlight. They include a cool headband, which I'll show you in a second. More stuff in the box. Got some paperwork. More goodies down there. I think some O-rings. Looks like a charging cable. Okay, so the box is empty. Let's show you what we get in the box. So first things first, we get a little baggie here. We get some O-rings and extra charge port jackets. That's nice to see. Cool. We get a charging cable. It's a USB to micro. No Type-C, but probably in the future we'll see Type-C. But a lot of our radios still use micro USB. And of course that's the main feature of my channel. That'll work nicely. Don't have too many of those around. Do not eat, throw away. Yeah. Here we got the clip, which I'll be putting on later. You can use this as a hat or belt clip. Nice. We got some paperwork. ThruNite, what's that say? Customer service card. So I guess this is your warranty. Oh, you got a gift card here. That's rather nice, huh? Subscribe to ThruNite YouTube channel. They got a YouTube channel. What? I have to get one of these cards. My own little cards. So you guys know who to follow, right? What's this here? This is a service card. Okay, this looks like you get a warranty. Okay, return 30 days. Looks like, was it 2 years plus 1 year? Free replacement for defective items. Not bad. Make sure you guys see it all. Okay, boom. There we are. Done. All right. Got a Facebook page too. What the heck? Yeah, here's the main manual. There's a lot of languages here. Let's see if I can't just get to the English real quick, just so you guys can see it for posterity. Here we go. Okay, bear with me. So there's the illustration of the flashlight H01. There's some contact information. Just going to hold it right down here. On the top row, it says LED, reflector type, working voltage, material, surface finish, dimensions, and weight. And I'll go over those. You can see the modes. It's got turbo, high, medium, low, FireFly, and SOS. So it's got quite a bit going on. It's got its throw, its waterproof rating. It's got a indicator for power. And you can see that at 1 to 10% it flashes red, 11 to 20% it stays solid red, and 21 to 100% it stays blue. There are the working voltages as it goes down. Nice. Operation works pretty simple. Of course, I'll show that to you. It doesn't have a memory function. It just doesn't remember FireFly, Turbo, or SOS. I like flashlights that do remember those features, but I can see why sometimes they don't. Charging function. There's your warranty again. Okay, we're done with that. Always good to get done with the instructions. Got a little something or other here. There you go. Please screw down the light. Okay, so they do that so they don't run your battery dead. We get a handy dandy camouflage headlamp holder for the light. These little rubber rings are really strong. It comes like attached to it, and it was difficult to remove. So once you put it in the headband, it's not coming out. It takes quite a bit of effort, so don't worry about losing your light. It's not going to slip out of there for sure. These little rings line up perfectly on the flashlight. Nice. Nice little addition. Nice to get those freebies. For $19.99, I'm pretty impressed. Here we've got styrofoam holding this. Here's the flashlight. Let's get down to business. I'm going to zoom it on down since it's a little guy. It's a mini. All right, here we are. Let's go over some dimensions. So we have a head diameter. Its thickest point here is going to be 1 inch or 21.5 millimeters. I'm trying to show you guys. Yeah, because it's not quite round on top. So its longest points. Its length is 2 3/4 inches or 66 millimeters. And then the base diameter is 13/16 of an inch or 21 millimeters. Cool. And it's a magnetic base in case I forget to mention. Let's do a little size comparison. Sorry, I'll put it right dead center. So what do I have? I have a recently reviewed W1 by ThruNite. Nice, cool little flashlight in blue. I love that. And then we have ThruNite's Archer. Yeah, I love this guy. This is the Archer 1A version 3, which I can't get in frame, so I got to bring it up. So there you go. That's cool. Runs on a AA battery. This is neat because it has a tail switch and a mode switch. So once you set your tail, you can have momentary to whatever you set that to. So you can have momentary low, momentary high. Show you that. Look at that low. So momentary low. Love that. So that's a cool flashlight, but just show you that real quick. Yeah, the Archer series are great. I have the 2A as well. I've reviewed this, and I'll have links to these W1 and the Archer up here. You'll love them. If you need a normal flashlight, you'll love looking at that. AA battery, and we got a AAA battery. There we go. Perfect. There's your size comparison. Awesome. All right, let's get down to details. What can this little thing do? Kind of go over the features of it. Okay, bringing it downtown again. Close as I can get. All right, the ThruNite H01. As you can tell, pretty cool looking. I like it. On the front here, we have a hexagonal diffused front glass. As you can see there. I don't think there's coating on it. There shouldn't be. I don't think it really would benefit from any. So that's the front glass. You get this kind of a silver aluminum bezel. It's not stainless steel. I think it's just aluminum for looks. The optics are TIR, your total internal reflection, for a soft, broad beam. This works really good for a headlamp. I like that. Down in there for the LED is the Cree XP G3. Cool white, like I mentioned before. A nice cool white. I enjoy the color. It's not too blue. The body is made of the 6061 aircraft grade aluminum with a Type 3 hard anodized finish. It's not bad. It's typical on most of the ThruNite flashlights. What else can we talk about? The side jack here, we have a micro USB. This fits rather tight and snug, so we get the IPX8 rated waterproof. So there's the jack, if you can see it there. This little jack, it just covers that up. As you charge this flashlight, you plug in your cable. Up here on the top switch, it'll change colors with the charge to give you an idea of what's going on. Solid red while it's charging, and of course blue when it's done charging. Did I get that to fit? Yeah, I did. Okay, good. Always a fun thing. Yeah, and if it's something wrong, it'll flash purple when it's charging. So if you have a bad battery or the battery's not connected right, it'll let you know. And while you're charging, you only have access to FireFly mode. Some people want to know if you have access to your modes while you're charging. Like say you're riding a bike or you're doing something, or you're walking, you have a power bank hooked up to it, you'll be able to do FireFly mode, but no other mode. And that makes sense because it's a small battery and it doesn't want to do a heavy drain while it's taking a heavy charge. So yeah, FireFly mode only while charging. All right, so yeah, it has IPX8 water resistance. You can drop this 4 feet and hopefully not cry. Nobody wants to dent their aluminum flashlight, but it'll withstand that. It won't break, which is good. The top switch, okay, is pretty cool. Like I said, it has a red blue LED underneath there. So the different modes, to do it, you quick press to turn it on. Remember, last saved normal mode. There's 3 normal modes: high, medium, low. You press and hold this now. There's your battery indicator. Blue means 100% to 20%. Press and hold this. It goes through the 3 modes, just like the W1. Very similar. So there you go. You got high. So your low is 6 lumens, your medium's 50, and your high is 195. We'll go over that again. But there you go. And if you're in this mode, you can go to turbo. You just double tap. Now we're in turbo, 687 lumens for about 75 seconds, and it throttles down. And tap to turn it off. Now if we long press, it gets into FireFly mode. This is an awesome mode, half lumen. Quite a long runtime. I really like this because this half lumen is really handy at night with radios. I use it mainly for radio listening, and we'll do a little demo. I'll show that to you. And then you single click, turn it off. And then there's, you can do your turbo from off. So there you go. And you can also do SOS. So if you have a problem with blinking, you can fast forward. We're going to do SOS. So it's 3 clicks, 1, 2, 3. And it has an SOS mode. As you can see, that's all it has. It doesn't have a flasher or anything crazy like that. Just a simple SOS. Single click, turn that off. And of course, single click turns it on to your normal last used, normal setting. So we'll leave it on low like that. All right, cool. So that covered pretty much the features. Pretty simple as far as that goes. So we're gonna set this down. We're gonna look at pictures in the garage, and I'll do a quick little demo on the desk here, and I'll give you my final thoughts on the H01. So let's head to the garage. Okay, so I'm standing 15 feet away from my garage door. The light's on turbo. This is 687 lumens. Probably not typically going to use this mode too often. Like I said, it runs about 75 seconds before it throttles down to 205 lumens. And from there, it'll run 85 minutes. This is about a 91 meter throw. Pretty much, you're going to use this for close quarters. Next picture, lights on high. This is 195 lumens. Expect it to run about 100 minutes. Not bad. This lights up pretty nicely. Next picture we have is medium. This is 50 lumens. Expect this to run about 7 hours. Now, this is a pretty good mode to use for most tasks. 50 lumens gets a lot done. Next picture, low, 6 lumens for 60 hours. Getting rather dim. I would say this is usable in close quarters, small rooms like a closet or a bathroom. And our last picture, you can barely make it out, is FireFly. This is a half lumen. This will run 15 days. I don't know if you can see that, but you can barely make out the hardware on the garage door with a half lumen. I just included it for the heck of it. And we'll look at this picture here of a wheel. Now, I always do a picture of like a 6 foot distance to give you an idea what this looks like if you're trying to change a tire. Somebody's holding the light for you. This is on high. Excuse me. This is high, 195 lumens. You know, running 120 minutes. Plenty of time to get that tire changed, and you can have your light rocking and showing up the area real nice there with the light. Okay, let's go back to the table. So the SOS mode runs about 174 lumens for 4.5 hours, if you're wondering. Yeah, or 4 hours, excuse me. The half hour is just added on because I'm optimistic. I always like to be optimistic. So let's go ahead and do a little demo. I'm going to go ahead and bring this up. So I'll show you we'll do the W1. I can imagine they look similar, even though the W1, if you look at the W1 size-wise, they're pretty similar in size. But the W1's more of a thrower because it has the reflector like that instead of a broad beam. So you're going to see a difference here. And then I'll show you the Archer possibly, and then we'll do final thoughts. So let's go put the deck of cards here. I'm going to turn this on its lowest setting. And we'll turn this on its lowest setting. We'll write the turbo. Nice. That's what we always need. Come on. All right. Cycle it. Okay, we're low on that. I'll show you the differences here. Turn that light off. Okay. W1 in my left hand, H01 in my right. So there we go. There's some differences. Definitely a huge hot spot with the W1, as to be expected. There you go. It looks like this one here has more of a warmer beam to it. Definitely a cooler beam on the right here. More of a cool white with the H01. Again, not a problem though. It looks pretty good. I bring them in. H01. There's the W1, H01. So you get the idea. All right, so go ahead and set this down, and I'm going to grab the Archer. I'm going to turn that on. All right. So that's low mode. So here is the Archer. Now that beam's really nice. I like that. Now the Archer's a little bit more money. I think this is like about $30 versus 20. But the Archer, yeah, I like the Archer here. So that's neutral white, by the way, so it's a little warmer for sure. Bring them in so you get an idea. Now, of course, they're totally different lights, but just giving an idea for color temperatures and what you can get out of them. All right, so we'll turn off the Archer and let's go cycle the modes of the H01. Okay, tail switch, forgot about that. Okay, so all these different modes here. So we'll just go through the modes. So look at high, there's our low. Aim at the ceiling. There's high, 195 lumens. Let's do turbo. So yeah, it lights up the room here. This is beautiful. 687 lumens before it throttles down. At least you got access to some brightness real quick. And we'll go through modes. This is FireFly. Boom. Nice. See, FireFly is great. You can imagine wearing this on a headband, looking at your radio. Let me see if I got a radio handy. I think I do. Where do I got a radio? Here we go. So you got your radio, got your headband on, and you're looking at your radio, and you can see all the keys really easily with this mode. FireFly mode for what was it, 15 days. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. So yeah, I see everything really nicely with this. Now I want to mention that everybody asks, does it produce RFI or radio frequency interference? No, it does not. On any mode this has, turbo, low, medium, high, FireFly, it does not have any radio frequency interference. So that's something to keep in mind. All right, let's go ahead and set this down, turn our lights back on, and we'll talk about final thoughts. Let me get this over here. Yeah, that's the main reason why I like having these little lights for my radios. Portable lighting, portable radio. But before I do final thoughts, I'll show you the battery. It's a 16340 powered, like I mentioned, similar to the W1's battery. It's pretty much identical. Here's a shot of the inside. You can see the circuitry there. It's got like a positive, was that a brass pill there? And then our battery, stuck in there because it's magnetic. It's a 650 milliamp hour battery. I always like to mention cross compatibility when I can. I have a Sangen radio. I've always been showing this one. This is the MMR88 emergency radio. This is great. This little battery has perfect length and it'll fit inside this radio. I'll show you. So this usually takes an 18350, but with that battery compartment, it actually will fit this battery here. So we're going to put it in. There you go. It's not going anywhere. It stays put. And the neat thing about this, instead of using its power bank function to charge the flashlight through its USB port, you can actually just charge the battery directly with the radio. That's way more efficient. So you can use it to charge it with a dynamo or the big solar panel on top. And as you can see, the radio does work. Now, I don't know if it's going to be blaring or not. Hold this. So yeah, we can actually have fun with that little battery.
But I really think we could have got 3 wins there on the road. Learn from our mistakes and try and play a full 60 minutes.
So there you go. You got full compatibility with a emergency radio. I'd say, hey, these are a great bundle. This would go great with a ThruNite flashlight that uses this little battery. It's perfect. Like I say, it fits right in there. It's not going to move once you get the closed battery door closed. And again, direct charging with the dynamo crank. That's the way to do it. So yeah. So final thoughts on the H01. Construction's pretty good. The walls aren't super thick like I'd see on a Sofirm, say the SC21, but it's not a headlamp version. It's more of like the W1. But for the price, you're only paying $20, and this thing does great for $20. And it's going to replace, I'll show you what it's replacing for me, these cheap little Walmart lights I've been using for a while. Now, if you've watched my channel, you recognize this. I've been using these things. They're pretty weak. As you can see, this one's not even been opened. My wife buys them for me periodically, and they sit, and then by the time I get to them, the batteries are dead. And they use like 2032 cells. And I know sometimes you can find those lithium batteries pretty cheap, but you know, after a while it just gets to be annoying. So I figured, hey, why don't I upgrade? So I'm upgrading to the H01 from these. I'm going to get rid of these. They're just not powerful enough for me. Definitely. But there you go, the H01. Does it get a recommended buy at $19.99 all day long? I do like the bigger button on top. The W01 has a little tiny button. This is a little harder to use. I do like the fact that that's much easier to use. I mean, that button's like rock on. This one here is like, sometimes it goes into turbo on me because it's such a small little button. But for operation, this is just a better light. If this suits your needs better, definitely go with the H01. Alrighty, there it is. Hope you enjoyed the video. Let me just do a final zoom in. See how close I can get to it. The H01 by ThruNite. Definitely a recommended purchase. If I can get it to stay put. There you go. Give me a like if you like the video. 2, if you like ThruNite flashlights. Hit subscribe, hit the bell icon, get notified of future lights and comparisons. And of course, anything that goes on sale, if you have that bell icon clicked, you'll get a deal. And trust me, a lot of you guys have gotten deals because you've had that bell icon clicked. And yeah, you guys are happy for that. And 3, comment below what you think about the H01. Do you love its looks? Do you like its functionality? I think it's really well made, and it's perfect for most tasks. Like I'm thinking about hanging on my jacket as I walk, as a forward-facing light. Some people could strap it onto a bike. It doesn't come with a bike mount, but you could probably get a universal bike mount for this and use it for a light for your bike. It doesn't light up the whole front there really nice, but at least just a little bit. That's all you need. But for walking, it's perfect. So yeah, let me know what you would use it for. All right, guys, take care, and we'll see you in my next video.